From Memphis, Tennessee, the home of the Grizzlies, we're broadcasting from the FedEx Forum. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So for the Grizzlies, their last game, a win against the Dallas Mavericks. And they barely squeaked by with that one, edging out by just 1 point.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
And that one's good, Irving. Well, Greg, both of these teams love to push the pace. Think we're in for a high-speed game?
That's a safe assumption, yeah. But that'll also make this a serious test of stamina. It'll be hard for them to outrun each other all night long.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now is still trying to find its way.
Irving drives in, and he makes good on the layup. Irving's got 5 now.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good. Absolutely, virtually impossible.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. The Lakers off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. Hey, Greg, gritty is a word that is often used to describe the Grizzlies team.
And I think it applies to this unit as well. These guys are all tenacious and hungry. They play every game with a healthy chip on their shoulder. They love to compete.
Green takes great pride in his defense now. He loves the 9 shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Irving. Nobody near Williams. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Hey, there's no denying it. Kyrie is a score-first guard, but he's a better passer than he gets credit for.
Grizzlies off to a quick start here. From outside the arc, Williams' shot is off.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Lakers, trailing by 4. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting his team quality shots.
And when you talk about Giannis's defense, he really has some unique attributes.
Boy, does he ever, Greg. I mean, you think about his length, his athleticism, his agility. He's a guy who can defend the ball and the screener almost at the same time because of that great length. So offenses sometimes go away from him in the pick and roll, which allows him to kind of play free safety on that back line as a rim protector.
Now here's Irving. 7 points in the game. Williams with the block. Lakers trailed by 7. Antetokounmpo, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Outside Irving, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Los Angeles calls timeout. .149 left here in the opening quarter. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Hield. The wide open look here for Garland. It's good from the top of the key.
And Hield's playmaking continues to improve. Solid pass right there to the open teammate.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Hield. Scoreless thus far. There's a screen by Williams. 6 on the shot clock. It's deflected. Irving for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Irving's got 10 points.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing. Playing really efficient basketball.
And to Tecumbo. It's blocked. Hinrich with it. Garland picks him up.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
He can take over, or Garland able to facilitate.
To the right side. Nailed from three-point land.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And that one's good by Giannis.
Nice concentration from Giannis Antetokounmpo. Outstanding job looking over the defense and staying focused on the basket.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now Hinrich. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. And it's blocked. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
5 seconds left here in the first quarter. Takes it from 10. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been there.
13.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Hero, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
And that one drops. GA, we've seen it over the last couple of years. The center position has come back into vogue.
And, Kevin, we were seeing teams go small, lots of fours, even traditional threes play the 5. But with MVP-level seasons from guys like Jokic and Embiid, the center isn't quite extinct yet.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo could arguably be called the most feared slasher in league history. He says, I just tried to read the crowd, read the walls, and see where I can beat them. There's a second there that you can attack the seams and change your speed. I've done this 25 to 30 times every night, so I know what to look for. Kevin?
He definitely does, David. A master at his craft. Hey, D.A., thanks for the report.
Well, Clarkson doesn't do huge assist numbers, but he won't waste a wide-open opportunity. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And the Lakers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Giannis's teammates know he's selfless. He's going to get the ball to the open guy, and it's on you to find your shot.
To the left wing. There's the three. Joe, good. Joe's got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
There's the pick. Pass to Thompson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Clark, for years, the Lakers have been the premier destination for free agents. Think that's still the case now?
I do. I mean, it's still Los Angeles. The history of the Lakers is one of the premier franchises in the league, along with the Celtics. So I think cap room is the driver, though. That's always the great equalizer in this day and age. And I think that helps keep some of the small market teams in the game as well.
Sure got rid of it quickly there. I mean, Hiron barely had possession before letting it fly.
Here's Giannis. And the layup is good. Antetokounmpo's got 13.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Memphis moving that ball around. There's a screen by Williams. Driving in, and Heinrich gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. They stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Brooks outside. He goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And a wide open look for Irving. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hey, you need a big night from one of your stars? I introduce you to Kyrie Irving. He is lethal and able. And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Good on the three-point shot.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Garland, that's for 2. Misses off the right iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Lakers substitution. Number 2.
Los Angeles on D. And it's Irving missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Known as both a lockdown defender and legendary trash talker, Peyton plays with an edge that is infectious and annoying.
In this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Grizzlies out in front as they end the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the three. Great for a franchise like Memphis. Is there a specific way they have to build?
Through the draft. I mean, they aren't going to get the huge A-list free agents, so you have to hit on your picks. You also have to keep your guys happy. Sign them to smart extensions.
Right side, Irving. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. Irving's got 20.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Floats one. And Giannis with a nice bucket inside.
You know, that's a nice little shot to have in your repertoire. Just a lovely touch on that little flop from Antetokounmpo.
Over to the wing. Back to Irving. It's up a three. Down it drops through the net for his ninth bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Heinrich, right side. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, looking at the history of the Lakers, they always feel they're a title contender.
And they've been to the finals in every decade. Their longest championship drought in L.A., just 12 years. So, to me, the best franchise in NBA history. What you love about Heinrich is that he knows his role, which is to help orchestrate the offense and stretch the floor with his shooting. That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. This Lakers franchise, of course, has a lot of championships, but they know that nothing's given. Coach Darvin Ham said that ring and them banners don't come if you ain't on your thing. You've got to be focused and make every day count. Talking about championship. At some point, the lip service gets old. You've got to go do it. Kevin, back to you.
Got to go do it. He's all about action. David, thank you. Hero from long range. Hunter grabs the miss. Here's Payton. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside, Hero. Pass to Joe. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Joe's got 7 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Out to the wing. Back to Clarkson. 1:51 left to play in the third. 5 to shoot. A floater. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Lakers passing it around. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The three gets the three-pointer to fall. Reeves got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Some changes for the Lakers. .114 left here in the third quarter. Green, the screen. Pass to Thompson. Got a piece of it. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Second team.
Kyrie Irving, special. I mean, as skilled a player as you'll ever see when it comes to handling the ball and scoring in close.
With the floater, and it's McConnell with the rebound. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
You know, his aggression and his attack mode is one of the things that, to me, sets Irving apart. Moving, driving, attacking, that's when he's at his best.
In terms of finishing ability, it's hard to think of someone who tops Kyrie Irving.
Greg, the list is short, particularly when you talk about guys of his size, okay? His bag of tricks is limitless when you talk about finishing in close quarters against bigger guys. There are few that are in his class in that regard.
Back to Green. And the 3 off target. Pass to Claxton. Picked away. Outside, Green. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Memphis Grizzlies. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Los Angeles calls timeout. And Clark, we know Commissioner Silver has acknowledged the game has changed in terms of its impact on players' bodies. And so adjusting the regular season's length is not out of the question.
Well, you and I have talked about it for years. I've talked about it with other fellow announcers. It would be wonderful to see the season reduced by about 15-20% in terms of regular season games. I think it would enhance the product immensely. And the fact that Commissioner Silver is letting us know it's not off the table, maybe we'll see it reduced in the not-too-distant future.
And the Lakers have possession. Here's Antetokounmpo. Out to Payton. Got a hand on it.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Irving. Down low. Claxton. The kick out to Williams. To the inside. Heinrich outside. 6 to shoot. Into the lane. And he gets the bucket.
Pushing the tempo on the drive. Heinrich beating the defense with his speed.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Here we are looking around the NBA. Greg, it feels like there's more parity amongst teams than ever before.
No dominant team has been the favorite every year, and that can all change, though, in a heartbeat. Every so often, a dynasty can be born out of nothing.
Poke loose. Stolen by Thompson. Now the Lakers on the break. It's tipped. Second shot opportunity. Heinrich outside. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 28. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations. And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
At the line for 2.
Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar builds, and Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
Pass to Williams. Williams double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Mark, I'm not sure there's been another era in the NBA with so many fantastic passers at every position.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a function of what we saw going back into the 80s with Bird and Magic and how they shared the ball and were such great passers. Then you had another group of outstanding playmakers at the point guard spot and on the wings. So now centers at this particular stage in the game's evolution are playmakers, excellent passers, and are players that teams can run their offense through. So I think it's just been kind of a natural evolution because of the skill level of all players when it comes to passing.
Green, the screen. Garland, no good. It's all about Antetokounmpo. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way.
Darius Ball.
Fantastic ball movement that time. Antetokounmpo skilled at taking apart a defense with his passing.
There's a screen.
Remaining in the game.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Yep, that one goes.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
Irving drives in. And the rejection by Giannis. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Misses from short range. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the NBA said expansion should wait until after the new CBA. Greg, that's done. So what new teams?
I mean, Kevin, it seems like Seattle's been waiting forever. Professional teams have been crowding into Las Vegas, and don't sleep on Mexico City. A lot of potential fans south of the border.
And Claxton drops them both. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Grizzlies.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting would be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the 2-game season series. I think the next game would be hotly contested.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyrie Irving.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams can't hit. And here is Hield. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.